Hello, we are officially live, Amanda.
How are you?
From from all the way across the state, the very cold state right now. Like, what's up with that? So we're melting on this side of the state, on the west side of the state. Are
hmm
you guys just still freezing over there?
We just got a bunch more snow today,
Oh,
so
you
I went out and
did.
shoveled this morning for about 40 minutes, and then I looked out just like a couple hours ago, and I was like, it doesn't even look like I shoveled.
Oh, I did not realize you're getting more snow over there. It's
Well,
it's been raining over here hard.
hmm
So you
well, it
guys got
was just
snow.
really cold for a while, and then it started snowing over the weekend. So
Yeah.
my kids are super excited about that because we love the snow.
I love the snow. I really do. I know a lot of people don't, so I try not to like pray for it because I know it's hard for some people. But on this side, on the west side in the Seattle area, we don't get it that often. So
Yeah.
you guys, I know, get it almost every winter, right?
Yes. Yeah,
It's
my husband just talked to his family in Houston. They're getting snow,
yes, like that's super unusual.
and they don't have power. A lot of them don't have
Yeah.
power, so it's weird because I think his cousin's kids haven't probably ever seen snow in their hometown before ever.
That's amazing. That's
And
amazing. To think of never seeing snow and then experience it because it really is super fun. And when you have kids, it's always just a blast. And I loved snow days. I loved it when my kids would be home for snow days. And I love that. Now, if we were going to have it for, too many days in a row, and then, that's enough, right? But
right?
you guys are more set up for it. We're not as much set up for it on this side.
True. Yeah, I think they're experiencing the same thing too. As he said that they were sliding down the road on a cardboard, like piece of cardboard, because they don't have sleds.
Right. They don't really need sleds. They're going to find anything they can to slide, which is like what we used to do as kids. We didn't have sleds either. We had inner tubes. That's what we went on. Super fun.
Yeah, those are fun.
So I am super excited to be able to take some time and share a new product with you. So instead of myself introducing myself, why don't you introduce who the world I am besides just Stephanie on the screen?
Okay.
And then we'll get started with this new product.
Okay. So this is my friend and director, Stephanie. I believe she's been in Mary Kay for 31 years now. Is that what you
Yesterday,
said?
31 years was my anniversary.
So she has a lot of knowledge that she's going to pass on to us tonight, which I'm excited about because I always learn something about new products when I have you teach me. So
Great. I'm excited about this new product. This is completely different than anything we've ever had in our years, in my 31 years. We've come out with really, I can think back to different product launches and I can think about when, wow, we really exploded. And Mary Kay's exploded this last year. Once we pivoted into this virtual world, we've literally exploded around the world, really. Like even in Peru and some of the countries that are new to Mary Kay, it's been really fun and a blessing. During a time when a lot of companies have struggled, Mary Kay really pivoted and has put us in a position of growth, which is so important for us families, right? It's like, those of us that this is our part of our livelihood and it's our small business. It's really been a blessing. And then to have this product to come out at this time. So Derma Cosmetic, we're going to talk about more of the details of the product in just a second. But in the meantime, so if you're rewatching this, grab paper and pen. If anybody that jumps in, I'll just try to watch for them. And then I would love to know where you're from. I'm not sure if all of your guests are in the Spokane area, or if you have people outside of the Spokane area. I'd love to know that. One of the things that's really important for me to ask my clients is what one thing would you want to change about your skin? We all have things that bug us about our skin. And that's one of the things that we get to do as consultants. Often people will think we just sell Mary Kay. And that, yes, we do sell the products, but we first teach and we're first educated. And this exchange that we're having right here is my opportunity to educate Amanda at the same time that you get to educate your clients. And we're really well trained, you guys. I really want you guys to know how well trained consultants are, and the access to information and the access to training that we have is stellar. And we are not dermatologists. We are not estheticians in the sense of us having a license to touch, which is better because we get to teach you how to use product in your own bathroom where you're going to be using it, not when you're sitting on a table and getting that spa treatment, which is nice every once in a while, right? But, you know, everyday women wash their face morning and night, or at least can. I suggest that. But, you know, one of the things that we get to do really is consult our clients. And when we know what bugs you, it gives us the opportunity to problem solve that with you and fix it as best as we can. So if you just tuned in, if you just tuned in, tell us where you're from. We'd love to. And then one thing that you would change about your skin. So I'm going to be sharing a couple of slides with you guys here and there throughout our few minutes together here, our next probably maybe 20 minutes or so that we'll be together. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually talk about this product. People have heard of retinol. This has been what I've been gathering over these last few months. But the actual, what does it do is information that a lot of people don't know. So this is our product. We have 2 steps to this product. The retinol serum itself, it's pure retinol. So we do have encapsulated retinol that is in our night cream if you use the Voluform Repair line. And that's a very different type of retinol. It's not pure retinol, it's encapsulated, so it's distributed throughout the night slowly. So it's has a very different purpose. This product is pure retinol. And then to pair with that, what makes us really different is that we have this milk that goes with it. It's called Calm and Restore facial milk, which is filled with fatty acids. I'll talk about it more in detail here in a minute. But this product is part of what's called a dermacosmetic line. Dermacosmetic is it's like where two beauty industry and the medi-spa dermatologist level type of products kind of merge. And that's why it's called dermacosmetics. And so this is our first part of our line of new dermacosmetics. So it's really exciting. I was part of the pre-launch team back in October. The directors and Mary Kay were. And so I got to start using this right at the beginning of October. I'll show you my before and after in a little bit. But wow, I'm telling you what, I was wowed. And it's hard to wow me because I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of product. And in fact, that box you see right there, it's like backwards. That is a 43-year-old Mary Kay starter kit showcase that somebody gave to me. And so it's like my little piece of Mary Kay history that somebody just gave to me. So I've seen a lot of things come and I've seen a lot of things go and I've seen a lot of trends. And this product, retinol, has stuck. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to have Amanda actually go through the process. Like she's going to get ready for bed with us together. We're all going to do this together. Yeah. So one of the things I love about this opportunity is this is something you get to do. So if you ever want to do this exact thing and you want to pull together some girlfriends that maybe are across the country or across the neighborhood and you want to get together and do this is what we do. Is we get you together, but we send you samples so you can all do it together, just the way I'm going to show with Amanda. So Amanda, we're going to start out with getting her face ready. So first thing, always first is that oil-free eye makeup remover. Oil-free makeup remover is our #1 bestseller. It's high up on the list. I think it's in the top 3 of our best-selling products. It's the best-selling eye makeup remover in the nation for really good reasons. It works. I wear contacts and I wear waterproof mascara, and I have no issues with contacts. My contacts last just as long as they would with any product. So you always want to be really gentle around your eye area because you have fibers. The fibers in our skin are elastic, and there's something in it called elastin, and I'll actually talk about that in a minute too. And there's collagen in those fibers, and as those fibers get stretched and stretched and stretched and stretched, they tend to just stay stretched. They lose their elasticity when eyes or skin is rubbed or pulled and pulled and pulled. So you really want to be super gentle on your eye. I always tell my clients, watch yourself in the mirror while you're putting product on and taking product off, because it doesn't, maybe you don't think you're pulling and tugging, but when you look at yourself, you're like, wah, you know. So the more, if you do that every night, then, you know, it can damage that eye area and cause aging a lot faster. So always first take off that eye makeup, because that area is very sensitive. The skin around the eye is thin. And also you have little bugs that live in your lashes. They're called Demodex. You want them to die. So you just did with that oil-free and makeup remover, you killed them. So nicely done, Amanda, killing your eye mites. So what's next, Amanda, in your nighttime routine?
The cleanser. So I use the Age Minimize 3D 4-in-1 cleanser. I have combination skin, so that's what I use. And I'm going to get my face wet a little bit first.
Yeah, with the combination formula, with the gel formula, you need to have a little bit of water with that. And it's hard when you're sitting at a table or wherever you are, not in front of a sink. I use the creamier cleanser. And so I can put mine right on without water, and then I can kind of add water, and then I use my Skin Vigorate brush. Now, I'm going to be telling you as we go along here, products that you, I got to see who's in here.
Oh, it's Rebecca. I think she didn't.
Rebecca. Yeah. You're nearly neighbors. That
yes.
Must be your, does that mean she's Rebecca?
Yes.
So Rebecca, all it says is Facebook user. Sometimes if you don't click the right box, it doesn't tell us. So if you want to just say, yes, it's Rebecca, then we know that you are on. So welcome, Rebecca. Thanks for joining us. It's your nearly neighbors. Boy, neighbors are more important now than they ever have been. Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So, okay, Amanda is doing her 4-in-1 cleanser. 4 things. She's cleansed. She has a little bit of exfoliation, gentle daily exfoliation with those little beads in there. Hi, Rebecca. It is for sure. We have confirmed it's Rebecca. The other step that's in that product is that toner. You know, that cotton ball step that we all skip often? That's in that cleanser. And then the last one is a brightener. So it's a 4-in-1 cleanser. I love multitasking, super important. So when you're using a retinol product, you always use it at night. Because at night, your skin acts very different than it does during the day. Our skin is an organ. It's the largest organ that we have. And when we sleep at night, our organs, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Our organs renew themselves and repair themselves, all of them. Our brain, that's why it's really important for our brains to get sleep, because that's when there's a lot of repair and renewing and refreshing. And it's the same with our skin. So when you use a retinol product, you're going to accelerate the gold standard ingredient, retinol, which is a vitamin A derivative, increases elastin and collagen production. Collagen is like a building block of your skin. And that nighttime acceleration is where you literally, you guys, in fact, when I show you this, one thing you need to know about Mary Kay is Mary Kay will never, ever, ever use a word that does not have a very clear, proven claim behind it. So Mary Kay using the word prevent signs of visible, you can see it over here, prevent signs of visible aging and reverse advanced visible signs of aging. So reversing advanced visible signs of aging, that means like dark spots, wrinkles, lines, dullness, muddiness on the skin, sagging, sliding of our skin, which happens. So reversing, you guys, and I just want you to know, Mary Kay is a very conservative company and one that is very honest and has a lot of integrity. So we always make sure that what we say, a product does. So I love that the product reverses, and I have experienced that reversing process too. So normally, Amanda, you would want to wait after you removed your eye makeup and then cleanse. You'd want to wait about 5 or 10 minutes. So I would brush my teeth, you know, get my jammies on or whatever. And but because we don't want to make everybody wait that long, we'll go ahead and do your first application. But I saw you grab your eye cream. So that is next. Eye cream is next. And do you know why eye cream is next, Amanda? Before your retinol?
I would assume it's because you don't want to put any, like if you have any product on your hands, you don't want to put it near your eyes.
Exactly. Because the residue you want to wash your hands when you're done putting the retinol on. and you just don't want to have any. And I did get a little in my eye one time, and it hurt. I was using my contact solution and like spraying it in my eye. I didn't die or anything, but it sure hurt for a while. So yes, learned from the mistake. So eye cream. When you use eye cream, Amanda, what is one of the most important things when you're applying your eye cream? This is like question and answer time for you.
That you don't pull, that you gently put it on so that you're not pulling around the skin.
Yeah.
Of your eyes.
Yeah, really, really important. That's exactly it. So why don't you show them how you do that? Because a lot of times people ask me, go ahead, you can go while I talk.
So I just put a little on my ring finger, and I just tap it on either ring finger, and then I just tap it on my eyes.
Why ring finger?
Because it's the weakest.
Yes. You tend to not have as much control or pulling, tugging. And great tapping. I get asked all the time if I should do eye cream on the top during the day. And I always say yes if you use an eye primer before you put eyeshadow on. Or if you're using our liquid eyeshadow, that would be okay too. But if you're if I like to put my eye cream on the top because that's where I'm starting. I'm 56, so like things slide. Like things go south, everything, everything. So I love products that firm and tighten. And that's what an eye cream does, is it will keep that moisture, and it's going to act a little bit like a barrier with retinol too. So you said that today you watched a video on the application of the retinol and that you saw it put on the back, dispensed onto the back of the hand.
Yes.
Is that something that you like, that idea of dispensing it onto the back of your hand?
I think so, because I feel like it's a good canvas. Also, you can use the remaining cream or retinol on your hands, which
exactly it.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Does anybody have that experience? I look at my hands now and I start to see my mom's hands. And not that that's bad. I love my mom, but my mom is older than me. So I don't really want my hands to look like that. So go ahead and take your retinol. And I do really like to put mine right on that back of my hand. And you do one pump, you guys. One pump will do your whole face. It's less than a pea sized.
Sorry, I didn't piece out the package yet.
Oh, I know. And it's tight in that package. It's cool, you guys. When you get the box is really pretty. I know it's a little bit bright, but it's just really a pretty box. It has a really cool kind of, I don't know, prism on it. You can't quite see it in my light, but very pretty, very packed tightly, packed very tight. And you're going to get a brochure in here, but it's filled with information. And I'm going to show you the back of this in just a second, how important this is. So go ahead and show them how much to put on the back of your hand, Amanda.
So I'm just going to put one pump. I don't know if you can see that. I have to get the product.
This is your first time. Yeah.
So that's one pump. So it's
so it's less than a pea, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very small little sugar snap pea or something like that. So then, because she is starting on her very first application, this starts her 8-week, what we call retinization protocol. This is one of the things that really separates us out from other retinol products too. You get, not only do you get Amanda as the consultant, the trained consultant, you also get this 8-week protocol that she will help you walk through. It's not complicated. In fact, a lot of my clients are like, Stephanie, I want to go faster. I'm like, no, don't. Just take it slow. Because retinol is such a strong, powerful ingredient, it's not just a slap on your face every night product. It is a go slow, because you will experience, most people do experience some flakiness, some redness. You're really enhancing and speeding up the cell turnover on your skin. So when you start this process, the first week, you put it on once, then you wait 7 days and you put it on again, and then you wait 7 days, and then you're going to apply it a little different week 3 and 4, but I won't jump ahead. So because this is your first time, she's going to dispense it, and then you're going to grab that milk, and you're going to, I pump a good couple pumps. I mean, whatever seems reasonable to you, because I know it kind of starts to spread out on your hand. The milk, and then go ahead and mix it together. And this is how she's going to apply it. So it's diluted with the Calm and Restore milk, which is filled with fatty acids. oils, soothing agents, botanicals that will help soothe the skin while the retinol is activated. So now you can go ahead and I just tap it, like I do 3 taps on my forehead, my nose, a couple on my chin and cheeks. And I just kind of tap the product around until there's just a little bit left on the back of my hand. And then I rub the back of my hands together so I can get that age fighting on the back of my hands too. Then you go ahead and it's a lot, like it'll go a long ways, right? That milk really spreads out the retinol, dilutes it, but it's still very active, you guys. One of the things you want is you want your skin to slowly get acclimated to be able to tolerate the retinol. It's called retinization. So this again is an 8-week process. The first 4 weeks, you only put it on once each week. The 5th and 6th week, you'll go up to twice a week. And then 7th and 8th, your skin will tell you 3, 4, or even 5 times in the week. So, but the first couple weeks, you're going to mix it with this milk before you apply the retinol. So after she applies this, she's going to just let it set. And then she's not going to do it again for 7 days. And everybody's different. Like I got snug and tight right away. But it's, we were starting to go into winter when I was using it. And I especially would have felt it now because we're so much drier now. But by my 4th, 5th, 6th, even my 7th week, I was really dry. And there were some times in there I really wanted to exfoliate, but I'm going to talk about that. So we're going to let that set for just a second and then come back because you want it to absorb. But let me just show you. Here's a picture of me. This was my morning face. It's my grumpy face. No, I wasn't grumpy. I just had to hold my face still. So this is using our Skin Analyzer app. It's a science technology that scans, and you can get this from Amanda. You can go straight to your app store and just do Mary Kay's Skin Analyzer app, and you take a selfie and it analyzes. And I'll show you a better picture when we get to the end of the app. But this shows on me, you can see this was when before I started using it. See all these little squiggly lines, particularly right here and across my forehead. Now right here, this is catching my eyebrow, so that one doesn't count. But I have 11s. It didn't catch this one right here, but I have this one is much deeper. I don't know why. I call this my first son's name, Quinn, and this is my second son's name, Grayson. They gave me those 11s. But you can see all these squiggly lines are wrinkles that we're showing in that Skin Analyzer. So after my 8 weeks of retinization, that's when you really start, after you start to go 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, however many you want to go, after you retinize, you see significant increases in, particularly for me, the brightness of my skin. Do you see the difference in the tone of my skin? Even in a black and white picture, you can tell it's so much brighter on December 27th. And lots less wrinkles around here. This was one that my grandma has, the same place. It's so funny. And it's virtually gone on this picture, and even still today, which makes me super happy. But let me just run through a few more. This is my friend Shelly, and she did some really great pictures. I couldn't get my lighting right to do my blank face, but she did a great job. So this is her first day. This is week 4. You can already start to see, check around her jawline, you guys. Look at the firmness around her jawline and then across her forehead too. But wow, on 1/6, so that was, so she must have done early October. Oh no, she started hers in September. She must have got hers before I did. So she was way past her retinization in January, and check out the tone of her skin, but the jawline around the eyes. I mean, happy day for my friend Shelly, who lives in Montana, so it's super dry there. So also breakout prone skin. Our claim is not for breakout prone, but because it's moving skin cells faster, you're going to have a lot less clogged pores because those skin cells don't stay on the surface of your skin very long. So you can see a significant difference in her skin. This is my friend Mary Catherine. Mary Catherine has melasma, which causes skin to be brown, gets brown patchy, and you can really see it right up here, particularly before she started, and right down here. So she's fair-skinned, but she started to get started to get melasma just a few years ago. So you can see on week 4, you can see how her skin is very red. We talked about this in the middle of our retinization process. I was having that same experience. We're all like, what are you guys doing? So just so you know, when you get to that point, some of you will, some of you won't. Amanda will have lots of tips and a little bit of supplementing of your hydration will make a big difference. But you can see that it's not going away here. It's almost like it's more, she has more of it showing, but it's because her skin is kind of red. But check out week number 8. Like down here, it's like a lot less. And then week 12, she's so happy. We talked about this and she's like, I've tried everything. She spent so much at a dermatologist trying to get rid of that. This gal is younger than the ones we just showed you. So same though, same with as far as even along the jawline. So here's her first week. Here's her second week inside. You can, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. She does face-to-face. I'm sorry. So she does September 21st. This is when she started. And then after her full retinization and doing it 3 times a week is her side-by-side face. So you guys can see the difference in breakout. It's pretty cool, huh? And brightness of skin. And then this I just recently got this picture over the last couple of weeks. So this gal has what's called, I don't know the proper name, but it's a graininess to skin that happens in the sun when there's exposure to sun. Pores get what's the word? Stretched, and they're not as bounce back. They don't have as much bounce back, so you get that kind of grainy texture to your skin. And wow, can you see just the difference after 9 weeks? So she's just at her retinization. I bet if we saw her now, there would be so much more smoothness to her skin and the discoloration. And the same here. I mean, look at this right here, the discoloration in her skin. I love it. And then even young girls. So I get asked all the time, do you have to, what age? Is it only for somebody that's over 40? And no, it's not. It is a preventative. It's a reverser. So it works for all ages. I mean, obviously this girl doesn't have wrinkles, but just her sun damage that she has, you can see around her mouth particularly, is much, much better. She's cute, isn't she? Okay, so we're going to talk about what products not to use in just a second during your retinization process. But let's jump back over here to Amanda, because you're probably really ready for your moisturizer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and put your night moisturizer on. So one of the things that I experienced during this, Amanda, was I experienced much surface hydration. Like I really was dehydrated. It felt like on the surface of my skin. So I really wanted to stay on top of my moisturizer. That milk that you have, the Calm and Restore milk. Let's see if I can get it out of my package here. They really do pack this in here tight. Thank you. You can hold it up. That Calm and Restore milk will be your friend for your retinization process. You can apply it anytime during the day, as much as you want, not only when you're doing your retinol. So like tomorrow when you wash your face and do your eye cream and all that, put the milk on also. So use it for the next 8 weeks as much as you want. You can use it in the morning, and it won't, if you have oily skin. My friends that have oily skin, they haven't said that it's caused them to be oilier, but everybody's different. So I don't want to say for sure. But for those of you that deal with dry skin, you absolutely want to increase your hydration and keep that milk close. You can put it on right over makeup too. So like if I wanted to use it right now, I'd put it on the tips of my finger and then just tap it on. So how does it feel?
I feel like a little bit of stinging.
Just, dry areas?
Yeah, it feels like it's stretchy. Like, I guess it is kind of not stinging, but it's not really like potent.
Is it tingling?
Yeah, kind of tingling, I guess would be a better word.
I experienced that too. And even some, I would say stinging on areas where I got dry. I got some funky dryness on the sides of my face. And I think it's just where I haven't exfoliated regularly. Maybe, I don't know. One area that I really noticed, and that was hard for me during the retinization process, about probably 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, right here. Because I started really exfoliating right in here. And so when I put my my concealer on, it would be all crinkly and wrinkly. And I'm like, this is supposed to be helping, and it's crinkly and wrinkly. But I also knew to trust the process. Because it's lifting those skin cells. And so they're kind of settling on the top of your skin because they're activating them and turning them over. But what you're going to do, Amanda, is you are not going to give in to the temptation to use an exfoliator like microdermabrasion. Don't use it. Or the invigorating scrub in the botanical line. Now, I will tell you, that towards 7 and 8 weeks, I did put a tiny little bit of exfoliating powder with a couple drops of the naturally oil in my cleanser. And I really gently just gave myself a little exfoliation, and I was fine. So it says not to use it here, so I wouldn't say regularly, but if it's really bugging you like it was me, talk to Amanda. She'll take care of you. Stay away from glycolic acid facial peels, which is in our Revealing Radiance facial peel. Stay away from your Skin Vigorate just for the retinization process. I use my Skin Vigorate now, but these are just for the 8 weeks. Just stay away from these. Anything with vitamin E in it, stay away from. That can irritate your skin along with a retinol product. Any acne medications like Clearproof, and the hydrogel eye patches, which is really hard for me to stay away from during this, but it went pretty fast. Once you're retinized, then here's an example or some tips of when you can use those products. So Amanda will share this with you. A couple things also to know is if you are pregnant, lactating, or planning to become pregnant, then and if you're going to expect a surgery, then you don't want to use a retinol product either, especially dental surgery, anything around your face. Sound good? Okay, so let me jump to this part here. So Amanda, in your box, you have that wonderful little brochure that came in your box. On the back of it is a tracker. I kind of thought at first when I got this, like, oh, I don't need this. I'll remember. No, I did not remember. So you might want to mark on here what day you actually did it. It's not so much, the first few weeks, excuse me, the first few weeks it was easy because it was only one time. But then I started forgetting what day I did it. So use your tracker. Amanda, excuse me, will also help you track it through some texts also. So this really helps. The notes were really helpful to me too, because it helped me remember what soothed my skin when I did get that kind of rough redness. Oh, and let me just say really quick before I show you this and then we close up. One of the things that I did wrong because I missed it when I was reading is I used the product on my throat, my décolleté, because I started getting a lot of photo damage on my décolleté, and then I'm starting to get lines across my neck. And so I thought, oh, I can't wait. I want to use it on my throat. But I missed the part in the FAQs that said not to do it on your throat until you've done it on your face. And my throat did not like it. And my décolleté wasn't quite as bad, but my throat was really red. So now I'm able to go back. So I just started doing my face only. So start with your face. Once you've done your face in the retinization process, then you can start on your throat. But I used a tiny amount with lots of milk, and I'm extending my retinization process. Some of you are not going to have that issue. I just want you to know that that's something that I did. Everybody's skin's so different. So if you want to, and really I encourage you to do the Skin Analyzer app and send it to Amanda. If you see right here, when you do the Skin Analyzer app, you just do a selfie. It's super self-explanatory when you do it. But there's down on the bottom, once you get your results, when you click on this one, it's going to bring up these pictures you see of me. Not of me. It'll be of you, but it'll show your little lines. You have to take a screenshot because it won't save those pictures. So take a screenshot and save them, because it's really interesting to see after a few weeks, and then after the 8 weeks and then beyond, it's really different. So that's our Skin Analyzer app that I really, really like. And it's been fun to be able to see the difference. So Amanda, do you want to share with everybody what your special is?
Sure. So for the first 5 customers that purchased the retinol set, the clinical solution set, that's the retinol and the what is it called again? The Calm and Restore facial milk. And I'm doing a special. Normally it's $120. I'm doing a special for $109. And then all of you who participate in tonight's, if you go back and watch the video and you comment throughout the video, I'm putting you all into a drawing for a full-size product that I'll talk about later.
Yay!
Yay!
It'll be specially picked for you because we were talking about what she was going to give. And so, whoever wins, it'll be specially picked for you. So that's a super cool way to get started on the product. Oh, and let me tell you also the use up rate. Once you go through, you're not going to use up much during your retinization process because it's, so slow. Once you're using it that 3 to 5 times a week, whatever your skin likes, then it's between 4 and 5 months that you'll go through it. So I've had my same exact product since the very beginning of October. And I probably have at least this much of my retinol left and probably that much of my milk left. So I'll last a few more months for sure. So one of the things that I'm encouraging my consultants to do, because the best way we learn is with our own use of the product and with our clients' use of the product. So because Amanda is offering the special, you'll be part of Amanda's Retinol Radiant Revolution. It's like a team. It's like a team of women that she will learn from, and she'll stay in very close contact with you. We have all kinds of training that will help her to ask questions and get feedback from you as she learns how best to serve her clients in the future with the product. We're really excited about the results, you guys. I wish I had, I wish that you could see me in person before I started using it and after. I really, truly was like thrilled with the results. My skin is so much stronger feeling. It's so smooth. It's less wrinkles, less lines, brighter. I just love it. And Amanda, when you wake up tomorrow, what I noticed the first time I used it is the smoothness of my skin. It's just like, and even now, even on the nights that I use it the next morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin's so soft. I always tell my husband, touch my skin. It's so soft. You'll love it. And as if I have to ask my husband to do that, right? Of course he'll love it. That's just how husbands are. So we're excited to be able to get this product in your hands. So you can reach out to Amanda and ask her how to do that. She'll take good care of you and be part of her first part of her team. Oh, and actually there's more. Let me share one more thing with you. Maybe you would like to get this product half price, or maybe you'd like to get this product for free. So we do some fun beauty experiences. In fact, I just did one last night with a group of gals. I did a multi-masking where we did the charcoal mask and the gel mask together, which was really fun. They had a great time. Lots of laughs and giggles. Or if you want to do a Hydro Patch eye gel experience or the Radiance Peel. Now, if you're doing the Radiance Peel, you're not going to use the retinol. You'll use that, maybe a week later. Start on the retinol later. I'm a huge fan of making sure you have good skincare before you start the retinol. Good skincare is an everyday thing. Retinol is a few times a week thing. So if you would like to be able to take advantage of that, getting a half price retinol set or getting $60 of free Mary Kay, whatever you prefer, ask Amanda, let her know. You can gather 3 friends and she'll let you know what sales goal there would have to be for that too. And then if you want it for free. So I have a couple gals. In fact, the gal last night got hers for half price and the party's not even closed yet. So the only thing we ask is that you have friends that don't have a Mary Kay consultant and are 21 years or older. Unless you're doing like a mom-daughter thing, then you can count some of those girls that might be 18 or so too. So that's up to Amanda between you and her. And then the last thing I'll share with you is I talked at the very beginning about how Mary Kay is exploding. And it really is exploding. And I think one of the biggest reasons is because of this right here. We have a virtual kit that's $30 where you get your website and credit card processing system for and your wholesale buying privilege as a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So when I started my business 31 years ago as a teacher, I never thought in wildest imagination I'd still be here, but I'm so blessed beyond measure because of this company and the streams of income it's provided for my families, choices all along the way. Or you can do a virtual kit with the products if you wanted. And so Amanda can give you more details about that too. And I think that there's a bigger picture of it. And I think that I have covered everything. So Amanda, can you think of anything I have missed, or you think from what you've learned so far, your clients should know?
I can't think of anything that you missed.
Good. I did have notes, and I do have slides because I would miss things if I did it.
No, I can't think of anything that you missed. Oh, is there anything that we need to worry about with clothing and it coming in contact with clothing?
I haven't heard that, and I haven't read that. It's not like our blemish control toner that has the salicylic acid in it, that or benzoyl peroxide also will do that. Like my sons would always use that product, and I had to make sure I gave them towels that didn't, like a couple times they would ruin my good towels, and I'd be like, give me that towel, get that out of your bathroom. So yes, you want to use white towels with that product, or a pillowcase that's lighter colored. But I haven't had that experience at all with the retinol.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good question, because that is an issue with benzoyl peroxide and sometimes salicylic acid, but mostly benzoyl peroxide.
Mm-hmm.
So Rebecca, thank you for watching with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And thanks to everybody else that jumps in later. And ask her some questions, like hard ones. Try to stump Amanda, because that will help her to learn and to grow and to, learn more about the product and what the needs of her clients are too. So thanks for your time. Have an awesome rest of your night. Good night.